Hi YouTube, this is Crystal. Back again, giving you guys a weekly update to let you know how things have been going for me. Today marks week 5 post-op lap band surgery for me. And there's just a few things that I have to discuss with you guys about what went on with me in this past week. The first thing that I want to talk about was in my previous video, I'll let you guys know that I was going out of town to be around friends and that I hadn't seen in a while. And I did not want to let them know that I had lap band surgery, and I didn't. My intentions were to not go to dinner, but I told myself, just go ahead and go, just show up, chit chat, show your face, mingle, and that's pretty much what I did. I didn't eat or drink anything, and I mean anything at all, none whatsoever. And part of that was because I had a horrible headache. And I really do think that it was from me starving myself because, I had a feel on that Friday before I left to go out of town. And I had to be on liquids for those first 2 days. And then after that, I had to go on soft foods. And my head was hurting me so bad on that Saturday. And I really do think that it was because I was not eating enough. And it's so weird because I was able to last 2 whole weeks after surgery, being on the liquid diet. And I barely could survive 2 days of being on the liquid diet. So that was completely weird for me. But I ended up starting soft foods that Saturday night because I knew that it was from me not getting enough nutrients in my body. And so I went ahead and started my soft food diet a few hours earlier than what I was supposed to. And that's okay with me because I stuck to it as much as I possibly could until my body told me no. You need to feed me. And so, like I said, I went ahead and ate. So the only thing that I actually had that night was some mashed potatoes and a banana. So I'm okay with that. It wasn't like I went too far off with the whole soft food thing. Then the next thing that I wanted to talk about was me eating 3 times a day. I have been eating 3 times a day. And the problem that I'm having is that at the times when I eat my breakfast and my lunch, I'm not hungry. And so I feel like I am forcing myself to eat. And it doesn't feel good at all because I feel like I'm just eating just to be eating. And technically I am because I'm not hungry. But I'm trying to stick to this thing because I'm told I need to eat 3 meals a day. And that's what I've been doing. But the problem with that is that when I eat breakfast or lunch and I know I'm not hungry and I'm forcing myself to eat, then like 2 hours later, that's when I'm hungry. And so I end up going eating something else because I'm hungry again. Well, when I got my fill, the physician assistant said, after this fill, after you eat your meal, you shouldn't be hungry for 4 or 5 hours later. Well, that has not been true at all, none whatsoever. I'm lasting 2 hours, if that sometimes. And so that's kind of weird for me, and so that I feel like I'm overeating. Not only with that, with me being back on solids, I've also noticed that if it wasn't for me mentally telling myself to stop eating, I would literally eat a full-size plate of food. And that's a problem for me because I'm not at a point where I have restriction. And so, like I said, I'm having to mentally tell myself to stop eating. And I know that I'm eating more than a half a cup of food at a time. I know that I am doing that, but I am nowhere near eating as much food as I was before I had the lap band. And I think that that's part of me saying, constantly reminding myself that I had this surgery for a reason because I wanted to change my lifestyle, and I'm no longer going to do the same things that I did before. And so, like I said, I stopped myself from eating. But I know I could eat way more food than what I'm actually stopping myself at. And so that's kind of difficult to manage. Well, since I have been feeling like I'm overeating and I'm stuffing myself, I decided yesterday that I was going to weigh myself. So yesterday morning, I hopped on the scale. Well, the scale said that I gained a pound. And I know that it's from me, like I said, being back on solid foods and then me pretty much overeating and well, maybe it's technically not overeating. I don't know. But anyhow, and then from me, and also from me eating 3 meals a day because my body is so not used to doing that. So am I upset about it? No. Am I depressed about it? Hell no. I am in no way, shape, or form upset, mad, sad, depressed, suicidal, whatever you name it. Any of those bad feelings I do not have from gaining from gaining 1 pound. I absolutely refuse. I mean, because it's ridiculous. Why would I be upset about gaining 1 pound? Hell, it could have been 5 pounds, but it's not. It's 1 pound. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to make or break me on this journey. So, like I said, I'm not upset about it. And no, I have not become one of those obsessive compulsive weighers, because I told myself I was not going to do that. And I'm not. I just decided to do it because I felt like I was overeating, and I did kind of feel like I was gaining some weight as opposed to losing. So I wanted to see what the actual number was. But I am right back to the same thing that I was doing before. I'm not going to weigh myself every day. I'm only going to weigh myself when I go for my field appointments, which is once a month. And so that's when I'll give you guys an update on how much weight I've lost. So because like I said, I've seen some videos out there where people have been absolutely distraught over gaining 1 or 2 pounds back. And I just don't want to be one of those type of people, and I'm not knocking anybody, whatever choice or decision that you guys have made in regards to how much you're going to weigh yourself and how you choose to feel after you weigh yourself. That's completely your choice. But me personally, I don't want to be upset or depressed about gaining 1 or 2 pounds, because like I said, it could be worse. I could be right back at weighing 287 pounds, but I'm not. So I'm not going to be depressed or upset about it. So, oh well, moving on from that. The other thing that happened to me this week, guys, I had my first stuck episode. Maybe I was being a little cocky or a little ambitious, but I had set a goal for myself that I was not going to have a stuck episode at all throughout this entire journey. Yeah, I know. I set that bar really, really high. But anyhow, it's so funny. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking with setting that goal for myself. But that's what I wanted to do, because I see so many videos out there of you guys saying, chew, 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 chew. And when you get finished chewing that, chew some more. And so I told myself, okay, I know what I need to do to ensure that I don't have a stuck episode. But needless to say, that didn't work. I had my stuck episode. Yesterday morning, I decided that I was going to fix myself some eggs and a slice of whole wheat toast. And as I'm eating, I noticed that my food wasn't going down. It was stuck in my throat. And because it was my first time having a stuck episode, I really didn't know what it felt like. Honestly, I was expecting for it to feel like it was stuck more so in my stomach area, not in my throat. So with me feeling like something stuck in my throat and that it wasn't going down, I didn't feel like it was a stuck episode. I honestly just felt like, I needed to drink something to push the food down. And so I decided to take a sip of my coffee to try to get it down. And after the first sip, it didn't go anywhere. So I said, let me take another sip. Still didn't go anywhere. Well, with me taking those sips of coffee, all it did was made it worse. So eventually I ended up throwing up. And after throwing up for about 5 minutes, I finally felt relief. But where my port is at, it was sore, and it's still sore. And so I'm kind of concerned about that, because prior to me throwing up and having this whole stuck episode, my port area was not sore at all. And so I'm kind of concerned about that. But I have a follow-up appointment with my surgeon on the 20th, on next Wednesday. And so I'm going to ask him about that, because I just want to make sure that I didn't do any damage or anything to it, because it was a pretty hard session, as I say, with me throwing up. And so, like I said, I'm hoping I didn't damage anything, but I'll find out on Wednesday. Not only that, but when I do my weekly video on next Friday, since I have a follow-up appointment with my surgeon, I will let you guys know what my weight is at that time, even though it's earlier than what I'm supposed to. But since I'm going to the doctor and doing a follow-up appointment, I'll let you know how much weight I've lost and or gained since having my full appointment and losing the whole 10 pounds since having surgery. But so I'll go ahead and let you know what that number is on next Friday. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. Like I said, I'll do another video on Friday, and I look forward to speaking to you guys then. I also look forward to watching you guys' videos out there. So, and following you guys on your journey and seeing how things are going for you in your day-to-day life. And as I said on my last video, have a fun and safe weekend. Be healthy, be happy. I'll talk to you later. Bye.